They go again with Collins. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
To pass, Flacco. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Coming in carrying the losing streak, not the start that they were looking for. 3 and out on the opening drive.
So now everyone's looking at each other. And what I mean by that is, who's going to make the right play? Who's going to get us out of the doldrums? Who's going to get us out of this funk that they're in right now? They've got to find someone who will make a play, create a play, and get their confidence moving in the right direction.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And they're definitely showing blitz here. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. Goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack, although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't, because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that, and the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call.
The secondary, Charles, much maligned during the week. They didn't have their best game in the loss last week, but a nice play there.
Yeah, and I just know what they went through last week. I mean, ever since that time, the pride was hurt. They kept getting reminded of it in the local media, had to watch it on tape, and, you know, the coaches just got after them. They came in ready to play.
On 4th down, here comes a Steeler punter, Jordan Berry, to kick it away. Back deep for the Ravens, Michael Campanaro. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession and try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Here's Flacco. Looking left side. That's caught by Macklin. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Here's a first down run with Collins. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
shift together here from the D-line. Second down, Collins. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on. The Steelers insert their nickel defense on 3rd down.
Yeah, they add a DB. They fake the handoff. Now Flacco to pass. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Flacco from midfield. And that's complete. It's Watson. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
They run with Collins. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Second down, Flacco now. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Foxborough. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Now Flacco. And this is caught. Jeremy Maclin. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
On 1st and goal, Collins trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. Bootleg, Flacco. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Crockett Gilmore, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
That's feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team because we talk about complementary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And that'll bring up second down.
Hurry up, let's go! Two. Hurry up, let's go! Go!
Now they'll try the sweep with Bell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the second.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Terrell Suggs, the outside linebacker, drops him for a loss of 6. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Going for the deep ball. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
But depending on the team, they call that an explosive play or a chunk play, the one that they got on the previous one. They tried to go back and get another one, didn't they?
They did, but unsuccessful on that second attempt. On second down, it's Bell. And an alley to run. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Here's Roethlisberger. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
In order to be a great player, you have to be consistent. Antonio Brown is definitely that. 4 straight seasons with 100 or more catches.
How many more years do you think he can put up that type of production?
I think at least another 4 in a row, because their offense is built to get him the football, whether it's outside, inside, and he's a featured guy, and I think that he really, really wants to continue at this pace.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
So 3rd and goal. The defense in the dime.
Can still bring pressure.
Roethlisberger keeps it, and he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Ben Roethlisberger, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And his kick is good. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. A reminder, later tonight, the Colts, they'll be in Seattle to take on the Seahawks. And then Monday night, it's the Redskins getting a second straight night game as they'll head down to Arrowhead to take on KC. We're in October already. Can you believe it?
No, I can't. This one's moving fast.
The drive starts with a run by Collins. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And again, it's Collins. They find some open field here. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. On the give, this is their fullback. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Now a give to Collins. And some room to work. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
And that's something that's been lacking in Baltimore's running game the last few seasons, the ability to really hit on a big run.
Last year, their longest run was just 41 yards all season, 4 yards per carry near the bottom of the league. The first carry for the vet, Danny Woodhead. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now a handoff, running off tackle right. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. So on 4th down, Flacco off to the sidelines. He gives way to Justin Tucker. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
You're never supposed to take a player for granted, but you almost do with Justin Tucker, don't you?
Last year, how good was he?
He was phenomenal. The one miss that he had on the season was a block against New England, correct?
Yeah, he was 38 of 39, also didn't miss a PAT.
And one thing you want to do, if you want to book him as an opera singer, you better get on the boards early. Justin Tucker can sing it now.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line and free.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this.
Easy.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. It's complete to Brown, right side. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Ravens.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They'll begin the drive with Collins, finding some room at midfield. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. They'll try the right side with Collins. Look at the spin. Balance. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Over the middle here to Brown. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout, and they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. And Boswell's kick is good. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Bell. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. Caught here by Conley. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now a first down carry by Bell. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
He's going to go deep for Conley. A swing pass caught. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Chris Conley, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are going to take the lead. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes, and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. This is Collins on the handoff. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Here's Collins. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On third down, this is Collins. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Flush to his right. This is Bell on the dump off. And he is out of bounds, getting it just shy of the 35. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first. Bell is so good at that. He just catches so many passes near the line of scrimmage. In fact, the unique stat line for him last year, he had more yards after the catch than total receiving yards from the line of scrimmage on the season.
That doesn't even sound real, but when you analyze his game, you understand why a stat like that can occur. His ability to catch the ball, be elusive, and also strong enough to break tackles, that allows him to gain all that extra yardage.
Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
They'll go again with Bell. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Martavis Bryant, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Around the NFL, third quarter from Foxborough. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Extra point now by Boswell. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Ravens taking the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Flacco here on second down. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his second there.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. This is Woodhead, and he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And take it right on the 30. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Another score from around the league, meanwhile, up in Cleveland. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Here's Roethlisberger. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And the Steelers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Slot man moves right. Now Ben on 3rd and long. He's going deep for Brown. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Some things you just accept as fact in the NFL. And one that is true, the Baltimore Ravens are going to attack you on defense and create turnovers and takeaways. Their secondary had 18 interceptions in 2016.
And that was tied for the most in the league. Now Collins. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. And some room to roll now. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. The Ravens on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run forward with Collins. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They'll toss it to Woodhead. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that. Yeah. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Stephon Tuitt in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. They run with Woodhead. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. So on fourth down, Flacco off to the sidelines. He gives way to Justin Tucker. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary first step.
Still plenty of time remaining, but you could really use a stop defensively after the kickoff, preferably a 3-and-out.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. They'll pitch it out to Bell. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. This one complete, right side to McDonald. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This would be a critical call.
Here's Jordan Berry now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Flushed out right. It's a loss of 7. And now it's third down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now toss play. It's Woodhead. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
This is taken at the 15. A tremendous return there, 39 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Design run for their wideout. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Offense needs something here on second down. It is second and long. Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a third down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
On third down, here's Bell. Le'Veon Bell. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. A fourth quarter score from the Meadowlands. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. To return, here's Michael Campanaro. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. And now here come the Ravens. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's some pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty in there when you see these nice, explosive, strong runs. And this guy, he knows how to carry the football really well and continually wants the football. Why? He knows his offensive line's going to give him great effort, and he gives great effort himself to finish off runs.
They go play action here on first down. It's caught by Woodhead. And he's brought down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Only 3 there on the screen. It's second down. Flacco, a veteran in these situations, hurrying his guys up. Flacco will take to the air again. Escaping the pressure right. Space to run past the 20. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. A red zone first down for Flacco. Being chased out left. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Flacco, a veteran in these situations, hurrying his guys up. Second down, Flacco now. Now a hit, and Flacco drops the football. It's loose. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They run for it with Woodhead. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown. But
pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. They've gone final now in Dallas. And emerging victorious in that one, the Rams. A win would be their second on the young season. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Steelers, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll return home next week to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.